was okay, so probably most importantly is I know it's been another week and I'm so last time. A little bit more good than bad. So I can't really complain. But I haven't had time to do the stream, so I wanted to get one in tonight. But what I was gonna say, I have work again, so I really shouldn't even be up right now, but it's me. Come on now. So I wanted to get at least, I realized it'd been a friggin' week, and I was like, holy shit, that flew by. So I wanted to get this video in. So I'll only be doing this chapter, or finishing it, I should say. Which isn't too bad when you think about it, considering the other chapters are very important, but they're shorter in at least scenes, not necessarily lengthwise. Also, if you hear a light, I don't know, almost sounds like blowing sound, I guess. I don't know if I really want to call it that. I don't know what it sounds like in my headphones. It's just my fan all the way across the room. I mean, I would turn it off if I knew if it was annoying or not, but it's just so damn hot in here tonight. Like, I think Satan's literally like my roommate temporarily because it's like 200 fucking degrees in here. I'm melting. I'm melting. What was the third thing I want to say? Or was going to say? I can't remember what it was. Da, 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 da. Alright. There was a third thing I wanted to say. I can't remember what it was. I feel like it was something semi-important too. Figures. Anyways, I hope everybody else has been great. Like I said, I haven't been the best, but it has been, you know, a pretty balanced good versus bad sort of thing. Or probably more good than bad. But I've just been so busy between work and other things. I haven't gotten around to this. And ironically, I think I actually said this the last video I made, which was also last Thursday, which had also been recorded from previously a Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. You see the pattern here? It seems like Thursdays are my only available times, and that's like first thing in the morning. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay, I remember what we were doing. So, quick little recap. Bunch of shit happened. We had Bedlamites attack in the middle of the damn square during the daytime, and then the Knights caught a bunch of shit for that from the media and civilian alike, and then Sir Percival was being awkward and suspicious, and we never quite figured out why. Then there was the Whitechapel incident through the neighborhood and Whitechapel Hospital.
Devi, no.
With the Elder
I need you
and
to
the other Lycans.
Rani, I need to be by your side.
You always are, child.
What of him and his accomplice?
Heed my advice. Do you not know how dear you are to me?
Then why do you push me away?
Because I need you to continue the cause if something happened to me.
Do not say that.
Devi, though you may not trust me, know that I will protect your queen in your stead. I owe her you that much.
Say that you do.
You do not want to get on the bad side of that one.
Alright, and then there was the threat of the rebel incursion aboard the Agamemnon, the airship. So, without permission from the Order, we decided to sneak on board and infiltrate and do what we could. Found out that the rumor was true and that there was also a threat to Lord Hastings' life. We prevented it. However, did not prevent the Agamemnon from being brutally sabotaged. 98% of the people were evacuated, so I guess it wasn't that big of an issue. But there was a newspaper where like either somewhere between 300 and 500 people were injured, and a bunch of shit was like destroyed, like landmarks that had been in that area for like centuries. So again, the Knights of Her Majesty's Order caught a bunch of shit for that too, especially Sir Galahad and his group, considering Sir Percival not only ended up dying because of it amongst the wreckage, and somehow Sir Galahad here survived, but also his name was also cursed in vain too by Lord Chancellor himself, who was just very unhappy about the entire situation. But you can't necessarily blame them for acting the way they did and trying to do the best they could either.
Take cover! Coming through the front gate!
It was just one big shitty situation all around, man. Yup, and then Lafayette, the Frenchman, in case you forgot, we haven't seen him in a while, got promoted to Sir Percival. Well, promoted to General, I should say, but earned the moniker of Sir Percival, considering he ended up being Sebastian Mallory, the original Sir Percival, not the original, but the former Sir Percival. Lafayette was his apprentice. We didn't know that until it happened. And then we found out that whole thing about Blackwater, and that apparently only the user can use their own Blackwater, and it has to be mixed with their blood, and it didn't really elaborate on that, so it's all just kind of theoretical. And we only know like those two little snippets of information there. Can't have machine guns, damn it.
Fire! Company man down!
This thing reminds me of the M1 Garand, except not as accurate. Anyway, and then after all that, Galahad decided to go on a rampage because Lord Hastings' carriage on the way to the Order's headquarters was attacked on the bridge. I just say the bridge because it's the only bridge that we've seen in the game, and I don't know exactly what bridge it is. I just know it goes over the Thomas River. Anyway, and if you remember, let me rewind a second. If you remember, Nikola Tesla had been met. Well, the characters already knew him, but we didn't. And then he had given Galahad a bunch of showed him a bunch of new things he was working on, and prior to boarding the airship, he had given him like a couple new gadgets to use. One was, in a sense, a circuit breaker, quite literally. So, knowing how close Galahad was with Sebastian, he kind of decided to go against code and keep all of his belongings for Galahad to sort through, which was kind of sad, in a sense. But anyway, and then after all that happened, yeah, what did happen after that? Oh, that's right, Galahad's rampage on the bridge, going rogue and turning into a one-man army after they saved Hastings, and then brutally, like, bludgeoning this one dude to death, trying to get information out of him about where the rebels were, and then brutally killing him via gunshot at point blank range. That's always nice. And then Galahad starts sneaking behind the scenes, growing more distant from Izzy, and holy shit, from Isabeau and Lafayette. Kind of do his own little scene. Holy shit. Oh, you know what that is? He's got the 3 Crown coach gun.
Boss, more are coming in from the back.
From downstairs as well.
Alright, what else happened? Oh, that's right. Isabeau's brother, the Chancellor's son there. I forgot his name. Lucian?
Shit.
Younger looking guy there. He's like the captain or general of the knights there.
Guard down.
And he was the one who had given Sebastian and his fellow company permission to snoop around in Whitechapel there as long as they brought back results and answers. But if you remember, he did not, under any and all circumstances, say to board the airship. That was something that was completely unknown and thought of at the very last moment. However, Galahad ended up saving him and Lord Hastings, but even still, later on, and then like way after that, you know, back to like the current thing, the last thing that happened was the warehouse, or by the docks there. Galahad and Ronnie, Ronnie? I'm not really sure how to say that, like, femininely, so I'm gonna just calling her Ronnie. I ain't got no accent, sorry. So the rebel leader there that's with us right now.
Target down.
I'm sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. I'm not trying to take away from the action. But, like, oh yeah, there she is right there. And if you remember, her and Devi took you through the docks, trying to show Galahad the proof that not all is as it seems, and his order is potentially corrupt. And of course, someone who's been loyal to his order and serving it for years, much like, say, Altair from Assassin's Creed. You know, you really wouldn't want to question shit like that. Like, because that makes you start questioning everything else, too, and that shit just ain't cool. So, you know, can't really blame the guy for being distraught over his best friend / mentor's death, as well as potential corruption of his own order, which is what probably led to it in the first place.
Let's keep moving.
I'd be pretty worked up and bent out of shape too.
Let's go.
So needless to say, he goes on his own little side project there with Ronnie and Devi, and you find out that the whole reason why this whole thing with Lord Hastings is going on is that maybe they really aren't the bad guys. I mean, seriously, did you not look in the coffin at the same time I did? It was fucking vampires. Like, who would expected that? Like I said, I've already played this game before. I said that when I first started doing this, but still, that, I don't know, for some reason that blows my mind, because I kind of forgot about it. And that was another reason why I wanted to play this, because I knew that there was some big reason that kind of shocked me that I didn't expect. It's like a retro, alternate history, like London era underworld shit going on. If you've never seen the Underworld movies, you have to watch them. Just, that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, so all of that crap, the vamps, and then of course, not like they really could have kept them as proof or some way form. So, you know, they torched it to the ground. But then when it came time to settle the issue before the Chancellor and his company, and then let Lucian, whatever his name is, know what was going on. There was no evidence left to show, so he's pretty pissed about that. But then somehow Galahad sways him to do this covert mission into the United India Company's friggin' own headquarters. And that's where we are now. Things got pretty crazy, if I might say so myself. Which one was it? News from the Indies. Yes, this one.
My dearest Jacob, our mutual friend has thought it wise that I contact you prior to my arrival in England. Though our venture was tenuous at its inception, I'm happy to report that operations are now proceeding as planned. The local government's proved easy enough to persuade, and I do not foresee any further problems from the authorities who've been handsomely compensated. And the fact remains that some isolated factions within the Commonwealth territories of India still battle our personnel. Though most remain unsuccessful, some have caused material damage to company property that may be hard to replace. To control. I do hope your local Indian problem is being handled properly as well. I look forward to seeing you upon my arrival.
Oh, I forgot to mention a key thing. That's right, the reason why the rebels were ironically going after that warehouse in the first place is not only because they knew, but that precious cargo there, the vampires in disguise, were also the same cargo that was aboard the airship. And that's why they sabotaged it. And no way to tell who's human and who's vampire when they're not turned, right? So why would they want to take that risk? So it's like after that last chapter, everything just really started to come to light.
Lucan, hold your fire!
Lucan, yes, this guy. Isabeau's brother.
This is Lakshmi Bai, the leader of the rebellion.
She is your confederate. Have you taken leave of your senses, man?
I might ask the same question.
If I didn't know you any better, I'd think you'd led me into a rebel ambush.
As I might fear an arrest.
We do not have time for this. We needed help, and she is the only one I could turn to.
This is madness. You're putting the very core of our order in jeopardy.
Alistair, you have to trust me. You asked that we find proof. She was with me in Blackwall. She witnessed what I found there.
You mean to tell me that she helped you destroy the United India Company docks? My father was right. That was an act of pure terrorism. She used you.
She brought this conspiracy to my attention, and if we're to see it through, her help is invaluable.
And what if you're wrong?
Then she and I will answer for our actions. And suffer the consequences.
As Mallory did. I hope you're right, Gray. I would not want to see you on the wrong side of this mess.
Neither would I, brother.
There they are, far end of the lobby.
I'm being pinned down!
Stay down.
Oh, after that, heartwarming moment. Alright, just making sure there's nothing behind me.
More guards! I'm coming in on the far edge! Bloody ammo!
Gotta take cover. Reloaded.
How did I miss that?
Down.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's what I think about you and your bullshit.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Peekaboo. Nice, good old 1-2.
Clear!
Pop, pop.
Let's move.
Done.
The archives room is this way.
Da 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 da.
Through here, across the courtyard balcony.
It's just a little folklore slash poem. Thought it was something important.
Guards! In the courtyard! Sniper! On the right!
Oh shit. That was my left, my bad. Where?
I'm being suppressed. Reloading.
Give him covering fire!
Been on the right, but I don't see anybody. Nothing move.
Throwing smoke grenade.
Oh, I see
I
him.
don't have a shot.
There. Douche.
I need to reload.
Alright, you know what? Maybe I will pick this up. Tell me he has a skill point. Nope. No, it doesn't. Even better.
I'm taking heavy fire.
them are coming from the basement. One has a thermite rifle. Reload! Thermite!
Put the thermite rifle down, son. You don't know how to use it.
We're on the left. That's the last of them.
Temporary retreat. Let's move.
Galahad, give me a hand with these doors.
It's like the ghetto PPSH.
Ready?
The archives room is just ahead.
Thunder and lightning rent the air above Westminster Bridge yesterday, the 17th of October, as, in a display both brazen and reckless, renegades and anarchists set themselves against the Knight of the Order and the Royal Army in attempt on the Lord High Treasurer's life. For the second time in as little as 3 days, Lord Hastings of the United India Company found himself the target of a rebel plot. Many perished in the tragic conflagration that claimed the airship Agamemnon, and that rained such destruction over Hyde Park and throughout the district of Mayfair, as described 2 days past in these very pages. On this last occasion, his lordship was embroiled in a violent affray on the bridge, his car overturned in the assault. It was only owing to the alacrity of Her Majesty's knights and their response that Lord Hastings was recovered from the wreckage unharmed and safely removed to an undisclosed location. In a statement from his office, Lord Hastings expressed gratitude to the knights for their courageous efforts. I owe my life to the knighthood for their selflessness and sacrifice. These men and women, so gentle and respectful in times of peace, so relentless and severe in times of war, serve as the exemplar to which every citizen of Her Majesty's empire should aspire. The regrettable incident transpired while his lordship's transport was on its way to the Palace of Westminster. During a series of emergency session, both houses of Parliament have made the events of the last week their primary order of business, amidst an increase in activity by the Order against the anarchist conspiracy within the capital. Readers of the dispatch are reminded that this conspiracy, much whispered about in all quarters of the city, remains officially unacknowledged by the President. We ask our worthy MPs, how many more prominent citizens must be threatened or slaughtered before the government acts? Oh, you see, that's what we're trying to fucking figure out. But yeah, we're the ones getting shit for it. Funny how that works when you're doing behind the scenes work.
Search the archives. Look for manifests, bills of lading, requisition orders. Anything that might link the company to the half-breed shipments. How are we supposed to look through all this?
Keep it down, Finley. Just hang on. Research.
What's this? Dear Lord Hastings. I write to you in this moment of triumph in order to inform you of a discovery during my expedition of half-breed specimens we have unearthed, untoothed, I don't know, on something of the remains of a settlement in New Guinea. Particulars of these findings I shall hope to share with you as soon as I am able, as they will add greatly to what we currently believe to know about them. Again, I must thank you for your generosity in allowing me the use of the United India Company facilities during my trip. They proved most invaluable. Yours most sincerely, I want to say this is Charles something. Oh. 5.5 degrees south, 144 degrees east. I still say they need to make a fucking sequel to this game. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm not really easy on the first date, but I'm a slut for sequels. Especially in games like this that are actually really good but totally underrated. And oh my god, that's what it was. That was the third thing I wanted to say. The one thing that I've come to realize I actually dislike about this game. So, I've noticed it while rewatching some of the videos, you know, to make sure that it didn't, you know, whatever. At some points it'll lag briefly, and in the video it like screws it up and it'll skip like a sentence of dialogue or something. But my big issue is the echo. I thought it was my TV volume, I thought it was the acoustics in my bedroom, or how close I am to the TV sometimes with my headphones. And I think it's actually just a freaking game, and if that is like one of the few reasons I can think of to actually dislike it, I can understand, because it's absolutely fucking annoying, because it's one of those things that if you don't notice it, it's whatever, but once you notice it, you can't not notice it. It's aggravating. Greatly, greatly aggravating. Oh, nice. There's the one I missed. Sweet. That is a nice, pretty platinum trophy. Going out with a shebang. So now I really have to listen to this because I've never...
This is the testament of Captain Emmerich Duncan Douglas, retired officer of the Royal Dragoon Guards, made on this 27th day of July, 1886. I swear
So
to
is
be
his
sane
birthday?
of mind and body, and declare the following under no duress. My dearest Emma, I hope you will find it in your heart to forgive me. I can no more be the husband you deserve. My service to the United India Corps is a decision I wish I could rescind. For the things I have seen and done will never cease to torment me. Though your beliefs would have me condemned to eternal hell for my actions, I now know that no such place exists. Nor does the heaven we all seek. God, if ever there was one, abandoned us long ago. To you, my wife, I bequeath my ancestral home in Surrey and all its belongings. To my only true friend, Sebastian, I leave the content of my coffer Tell him he was right all along. He will find what he seeks inside. Hey, what are you doing here? Wait! No! Emma! Emma!
Well, shit. I'm not 100% sure what that was about. Could have just been another side thing. But he mentioned Sebastian, and I don't know what a coffer is. Not to sound dumb, but... It's written in like Spanish or some shit, I can't read it. Coffer, a strong box or small chest for holding valuables. Oh. Could also be a recessed panel on the ceiling or floor. So basically a hiding spot for valuables. Most particularly a lockbox or something. Excuse me. Chopin, Prelude, and E minor. Oh, that's just a music thing.
Knight! Over here! You will want to see this. These are shipments that were sent to my homeland. If this log is to be believed, the company now has a foothold in every Indian state.
Here, the Agamemnon shipment, destined for the eastern coast of the Americas. 3 more shipments planned along the same route. RMS Oceanic is next. It set sail in 6
Just a
weeks.
heads up ahead of time. This chapter will end abruptly.
Where's Finley?
Not quite yet. There's still another scene left, but it will end like that. So, just saying that now, so I don't have to start getting into the introduction of another chapter and then be like, oh shit, I gotta go. Because, like I said, just a chapter tonight. I'll probably be able to squeeze in like 2 or 3 tomorrow with the next couple chapters.
Lord Hastings.
Do you believe me now? He is the one behind all this.
The Whitechapel killings. The half-breed scourge. United India. All you.
Jacob Van Neck. Or as the Fleet Street pamphleteers have so fondly named me, Jack the Ripper. At your service. I thank you, Sir Lucan, for delivering these meddlers.
Deal with them. And do not fail us.
You.
Quite fortuitous, wouldn't you say, Sir Galahad? The rebel leader captured, and a traitor revealed, all in one fell swoop. The traitor being you, regrettably.
Alistair, how could you?
Forgive me, brother. I have to look to my own kind above all.
Your kind?
Run!
Oh, shit. Oops. My bad. I'm sorry.
Run!
Get back here, you bitch. Tag me over a railing and think you're gonna get away with it? Fuck you. I don't think so. Chase your friggin' happy ass down. You can't run forever. I know where you sleep.
He's behind me. You know what to do.
Oh, shit. I totally tapped the X button. Don't even. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh shit. They come flying at you like a bat out of hell, man. Oh, there's another one. Hello there. Defensive maneuvers. Fuck off, dude. Oh, there is yet another one. We got a fucking werewolf festival in here. God damn.
Oh, damn it!
Shit.
Yeah, nice try
Knight,
the
this is Command.
dig bags.
We have confirmation of multiple intruders at the United India House. The Metropolitan Police has been ordered to remain on standby. The protection and safety of Lord Hastings is our primary concern. Apprehend any suspects with extreme caution.
Oh, buddy. I always wanted a hug.
We swore an oath.
In the name of the law, open this door.
Galahad, stay where you are.
Wait, I can
I
explain.
said, don't move.
You arrive in good time.
We received a report of a disturbance.
Yes, Sir Galahad stormed in here with a filthy band of rebels intent on killing me.
It's a lie.
Oh, see the result of that little incursion. Sir Galahad's accomplice was a woman. The leader of the rebellion, in fact. She eluded our grasp. Not for long.
You will order the company guards to stand down, Lord Hastings. We knights will see to the capture of the rebel leader.
Izzy, listen to me. You're making a grave mistake.
Sir Percival, take this intruder into custody.
I am truly sorry this office must fall upon you, Marquis.
No more than I am, monsieur.
Get him out of my sight.
You know, we all love a fine woman that takes charge, but sometimes
I thank you, Lady Igraine.
sometimes we don't.
Your intervention was truly fortuitous.
You and that fucking
We are
woman.
only carrying out our sworn duty, Lord Hastings.
They're all the same, my lady. You would do well to keep a close eye on that traitor.
You may expect to be summoned before the courts. Your testimony will be required.
I am always at the service of Her Majesty's knights.
Yeah, I find it funny that you get a smile on your face after you just got stabbed in the arm and you're so mortally wounded, but you're being such an ass kisser at the same time. That doesn't raise any red flags.